We were fascinated by the fact that when both Bill Mitchell and I, because the book was co-authored by Bill Mitchell and myself, and I must say that Bill is the main author in this sense that it's based on most of his research actually, but we liked to work together, and so I came along. Both Bill and I grew up in the 60s, and in the 60s full employment was there. Unemployment rate was 1%, and if it would be 2%, people would say, gee, we should be careful. And the state was responsible for full employment. Everybody agreed on that. There was no problem at all. And if unemployment would be low, then the state should somehow take measures, for instance, budget deficits, create budget deficits to guarantee full employment. That was basically the way we were also taught economics. That was normal in our days. I started my studies in 1966, and that was very normal. And what you saw, and what you see nowadays, so if then somebody was unemployed, it was a problem of the state, not of this person, because the state was responsible to give this person a job. Nowadays, you see that if you're unemployed, it's your problem. You're responsible. And the state, well, maybe they should provide a safety net, but they should in particular provide incentives for you to work, because essentially you are too lazy or something, or you're not searching hard enough or something like that. And we asked ourselves two questions. What happened? What came about? How did this happen? And this is totally wrong. And what can we do about it? So these were the questions we were asking ourselves. And we wrote a lot of working papers on this. We had a whole stack of working papers, there is a whole stack of working papers, where we analyzed these problems and discussed these and presented it at conferences in Australia in particular. And we never got it published. We also never took very much trouble to get it published, but if we sent it to a journal, it was always turned down.
Why? I mean,
well, it definitely does not fit the mold of the mainstream thinking, because the way we express ourselves, and in particular Bill, and also the things we propose and the underlying analysis is absolutely not mainstream, if I may call it that way. So we could not get published in serious journals. And but we had this whole stack of working papers, and somehow the idea came up, why the hell don't we make a book out of it? And we put what we did, we cooperated for maybe 6 years, or 8 years, sorry, 8 or 12 years, I don't know. I know Bill, well, very long. Much longer than, I know him about 15 years, but the book already appeared some time ago. So we decided to take our work together and make a coherent book out of it. And I must say I'm quite proud of it, but again, it's only a book which a few persons have read, and those who have read it liked it, but others haven't read it.